It's pitch black outside, actually. It's dark outside, but I did get some new shop lights installed. I actually added 3 shop lights. These 3 right here. And these are all LED lights that I installed in my garage to kind of help with the videos and the quality of the videos. I notice a lot of times when I'm filming that, it gets dark in certain spots and it kind of bugs me. And a lot of times I'm filming like this and, looking down at the camera, and then the light is here in the background and super annoying. So I actually bought it's like a GoPro selfie stick kind of thing, so I can actually film like this now, and hopefully the quality of the videos should improve. But I'm super stoked on these garage lights. They definitely seem to brighten up the place quite a bit. Let me know if you guys can tell a difference in the quality of the lighting for the video. But yeah, so onward here, we are going to be working on the CRX a little bit. I think I'm going to end up just pulling the motor out of this thing and cleaning up the engine bay and all that kind of stuff, kind of prepping it for the B20 when we install that. I'm still waiting on my pistons from Puerto Rico. There still hasn't really been any updates with the tracking or anything like that, but hopefully soon. I did talk to USPS and they said on average it takes about 2 weeks past the delivery day. That's like their expected time right now. There's no air traffic coming to and from Puerto Rico right now, so no airplanes can actually get in and out of there right now. So what they're doing for shipping is they're just sending everything cargo on a boat, and yeah, so that's why it's kind of taking a little bit longer. Hopefully it shows up this week. I don't know. It could take another week or 2, but in the meantime, like I said, we're going to kind of just get this engine out and prep the engine bay. So we're going to start by pulling the motor out. Alright, so last night I was out here working on this thing and I got the spindles off of both sides yanked out. Pretty much just had to take off the lower ball joint, the tie rod end, the brake caliper, and the upper control arm, just because I was completely unaware that the upper control arm can come off, because it has like a coating here. It's like a rubberized coating, and you have to pick it off with a chisel, and then it exposes 2 bolts to be able to get the ball joint off. But I just took it off on the control arm up here. My dog's photobombing me right now. What's going on? And then I also yanked out like the strut and the brakes, like I said, all that. So now I have the spindles all ready to go to get swapped over. Like I said, you have to swap these spindles over on this car to be able to accept a bigger axle shaft, like for a B-Series axle shaft. Everybody keeps telling me that the hubs are not replaceable. You have to get the whole spindle. But I'm going to try to see if I can just replace just the hub. Since I have access to a press, I can just press these old hubs out. Right here, just press just the hub out and then put like an EG or an EK hub in here, which has the bigger axle splines. I might have to swap the bearing as well, because from what I've read, the outside diameter of the bearing is the same for all Hondas, but the inner diameter is different. So I would have to get the bigger inner diameter bearing to accept the bigger diameter hub. Hopefully that makes sense. I have been waking up every morning, checking the tracking for my pistons, and yep, still nothing. So I do wake up with orders from selling stickers on eBay, which is awesome. I really appreciate the support for the stickers, guys. I'm actually going to go out and ship some of these stickers out now to you guys that ordered them. I do have an eBay listing up live now for the HunterTuned stickers if you guys are interested. There is a link in the description of this video to purchase stickers. We have white or gray stickers. I don't have many grays left, so the grays might be sold out by the time that this video goes up, but I do have plenty of white stickers if you guys are interested in that. Alright, well, we had to stop at the old dollar store, get some of these envelopes here, so we can ship my stickers. Gotta shop at the old dollar store because I'm a broke ass dude with no job and I'm selling stickers on eBay for money. Keeps up. Alright, so I'm gonna start by ripping out some of the stuff on the airbox, which isn't even bolted on. It's like broken. So this literally just comes right out. Just gonna take off the clamp up here and then take like this line that goes to the valve cover off, and then take the radiator out probably, drain the fluids, so like the coolant and the engine oil, and then I'll probably take the exhaust off after that. So I've been working on this thing for like 15 minutes now, and I got the radiator out, which was just held on by 2 mounts. I had to take out these 2 bolts on this side, 2 bolts on this side, and then take off the hoses that go to the motor, so the top radiator hose and the lower, and then I drain the coolant into the pan down there. And now I am taking off the exhaust, and ran into a snag because these cars have like a big cross member thing that connects both sides of the car, like both lower control arms on the bottom to a big bar in the middle. So I will show you what I'm talking about here. This bar right here, we have to take off the bolts right here and here, and that way this whole arm will come down and the exhaust will be able to come out. Other than that, I also had to take off these they're like shrouds or whatever on the bottom. They're like the plastic covering things, skid plate things. I always rip those right out and throw them in the damn garbage because they're annoying. I also got the overflow and the air box out as well. Also, it is a very good idea when you're dealing with rusty bolts that are fucking 30 years old and have 300,000 miles on them. It's definitely a good idea to use an impact to take off the rusty bolts instead of a breaker bar or a ratchet, because the impact rattles the rust usually and gets the bolt out, where a breaker bar usually just snaps the head right off of the bolt, and then you're fucked and you got to drill out the remaining bolt that's broken off. Alright, I finally got that fucking rusty cross member piece thing off of there, and then I got the exhaust off as well. Next, I think I'm going to take off the clutch cable and then like some of the wiring and throttle cable, vacuum lines, all that kind of stuff. Alright, so we got the wiring harness off. I got that kind of tucked over there in the corner by all my other stuff. And yeah, this thing is pretty much ready to get pulled out. Minus the only thing that's really holding it in right now is the mounts on this side and driver's side. I got the back mount disconnected already. Like I said, just kind of got to pull those mounts and this thing's out. The only thing is I got to figure out a way to be able to get the cherry picker in front of the car, because I can't roll the car forward or backward, which kind of sucks. And I don't know if I have enough room up here to put the cherry picker. Alright, so I don't really have a choice. I gotta frickin' lower the car back down and move it backwards so I can get my cherry picker in front of it. And yeah, so I just kind of half-assed threw the front suspension back together. Literally everything is hand tight. Mint. Oops. Cherry picker hooked up here, and we're gonna get to yanking this thing out. Well, there we are. The motor is out, and I actually have a guy coming to pick it up. He's going to pay me money for this motor. So sorry we couldn't blow it up for you guys, but yeah, I'd rather help somebody out, make a couple bucks, than just explode it. So sorry about that. So that is going to conclude it for this episode of pulling the motor out of the CRX. And yeah, stay tuned. We're going to actually clean the engine bay and make the engine bay look a little bit nicer. Just because I kind of want it to look like a complete pile of shit on the outside, and have it be kind of nice under the hood, so it's the real definition of a sleeper. So yeah, I don't know. We'll get that done, and stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you want to stay updated on these videos, and like this video if you enjoy this content. It helps grow the channel. So yeah, till next time, guys. Thanks for watching.